So if you want your children to have good marriages. Hi Team Spurs, welcome back to the channel. It's another drive with me as I go kind of vlog. If you're a Tony team member, thanks for tuning in, thanks for joining. And if you are seeing my face for the first time, welcome to the channel. This is Christy Spurs, and on this channel I film content about faith, and I like to in Saskatchewan, Canada as new immigrants. If you are new here, I strongly suggest that you click on the subscribe button, and I know you are going to enjoy your time here. So today, away from marriage and domestic violence, I just felt we should talk about marriage on itself. So I just think we should talk about marriage, like I just felt we should talk about marriage. Like, a lot of people are not experiencing. Take the next right onto Meadows Parkway. Are not experiencing domestic violence in their marriage. They are not experiencing emotional abuse. They are not experiencing all those things. But their marriage is like something they are asking themselves that, why did I marry you? No, like really, it's not and as much as I'm trying to joke around about this, in 200 meters, turn right onto Zimmerman Road, Range Road 3044. Some people are in marriages, they're asking themselves why they are married. And it's not because they're experiencing any kind of abuse or anything, it's just because it has become a boring thing. Marriage to their partner has now turned to something like living with a roommate. In fact, sometimes it's even worse than with your roommates. You have conversations now, you will banter, like you will talk, you will gist and all that. But this one, for some people, it is worse than living with. Next right onto Zimmerman Road, Range Road 3044. For some people, it is worse than living with roommates, because it's almost like they are living with this person that they can't. On Zimmerman Road for 3 kilometers. What kind of road is this one? It's like they're living with this person that they can't talk with, they can't gist. It's like a boring thing. And I don't know how. One of the things I asked in my last video was how marriages become loveless to the point that how marriages become loveless to the point that it's almost like you are living with your enemy, kind of. Not enemy like that, but someone you don't have feelings for. And it goes from you having, you remember all the courtship, all the dating is like there's spark. You're always wanting to be around each other, you're always loving up, showing love, buying gifts, even if it's not the person's birthday, doing all those kind of things. But for some people, like the first 6 months, that one is plenty. Sorry, I'm on this bad road and it's funny. Let me show you guys. So my road is shaking. I don't know, it's not looking so bad, but it's rough on it is rough for the car. It's not looking very bad, but it's doing biggie. So it's like people are in this relationship with people that with spouses that are like not like they don't have a relationship kind of with their spouses. And I know that recently in church we were told to start doing Mount Zion Hour. Mount Zion Hour is every Friday. You kind of do movie nights with your family members. You choose a movie and all of you sit down to watch. And I know that it's just a way to foster communication. And communication is like what can keep a marriage going. Without communication, it's like Without communication, marriage is just like, so even though some people are not experiencing beatings, they are not being abused in any way, physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, everything is okay, but their marriage is still like, why? People are asking themselves, why did I get married? Like, what is the big deal? So if this is marriage, then I don't want. So guys, I just wanted to share with you in the comment section, like, why do you think marriage becomes loveless? Like, why do you think it becomes boring?
400 meters, turn left onto 8th Street East.
Why do you think marriage becomes boring? And for me, I think it's because people stop trying. You know, in courtship, you want to impress yourself. So during courtship, you want to impress yourself. During courtship, you want to impress yourself. You want to impress the other person. You want like the other person to see you as this nice person. You don't want the other person to see your flaws. In fact, during courtship, you might not.
8th Street East for 1.5 kilometers.
During courtship, sometimes you don't even want to fart. You don't want to mess in front of the person. You want to be all perfect. You want to be a good person. You want to be interested in what the other person is interested in. You want to gist with this person. If your parents say don't marry this person, you are ready to fight anybody to say no, I have to marry this person. But for most people, once honeymoon is over and the honey in the moon finishes, marriage becomes a chore. And immediately I said a chore, I remember that there was a program I went for last week, and it was like a program for ladies, and there was one person that was sitting beside me. She was just like she was a clown. She was just, you know, like she was like the clown, the comedian of the program, and she was just being funny. And you know, it was like a joke. But one of the things I got from what she said was, she said that she's happy she's in that program. Or you would think it's because she's gaining a lot. No, the reason she's happy she's in that program is because she feels like if she wasn't in that program, she would have been at home and she would have had to be doing chores like and I know that I even remember that I went for a lot of counseling when I was before I got married, like a lot of counseling, like all the marital seminar things, single and engaged seminars, yeah, like all these things that are supposed to help you, you know, in your marriage and all that. But it seems like the spark or the excitement about marriage wanes off, you know, just after honeymoon. After honeymoon, sometimes is like, because for some people they don't have that luxury of going for honeymoon, doing all the months after you are married and you are still, you know, not some people it is immediately they get married like this, especially in our banking industry. Your honeymoon is like 2 weeks maximum, because you will have taken some weeks now to plan the wedding, you understand? So 2 weeks after the wedding like this, you're back to work, honeymoon are finished, everything is ended, reality of life sets in. You know, you start out, you go to work in the morning, you know, come back in the evening, what are we going to eat for dinner becomes like the normal discussion for the day. What's for breakfast tomorrow is like, okay, that's the only discussion and all that. And before you know it, just 2 weeks after, a month, let's give it a month after wedding, after the wedding day, it's like everything has all the spark, all the excitement has, you know, reduced and all that. You hardly have time to, you know, talk to yourself, to communicate and all that. And they not tell us that marriage is work, like it's something you actually have to put in, like put in effort, like you have to be deliberate about it, or else it will turn to something you're asking yourself, then I should have just in fact I should have just had this person as my best friend. Should have been better, because as best friends we'll have been gisting and, you know, have all the excitement. Now that we are married, it's nothing is exciting anymore. So except you actually give it like like what's it called, a deliberate action. You actually give it like you actually deliberate about your time together and all that. Marriage can very fast become something you understand, something you're asking yourself you shouldn't, something you're telling yourself you shouldn't have done. I want to change name. Okay, it's fast become something you're like, okay, kini koko no, kini gbogbo kini rakatia. So guys, it's I don't know, I just felt like, beyond domestic violence, some people are not enjoying their marriages. If you actually married your friend, your best friend, you are blessed because you can now decide, okay, to have a conversation with this person to say, bro, sabi babe, how far? All the things we used to do together before, the things we used to do, we do them no more. The places we used to go, we go there no more. You have to sing for this person, like, if the person is someone that you can talk to, then make things better. Like, you can tell the person like all the things that you were doing that you stopped doing, like just something that can bring spark back into your marriage. Just have a conversation, and I think that is going to help a whole lot. Having a conversation and being deliberate about it. Not living. Oh yeah.
Take the next left, then your destination.
Not leaving your marriage to chances, like, okay, what we be okay, whether we go out or not. Like, I know some people that actually plan dinners, like deliberately plan dinners, like, okay, we are going to eat. I've gotten to one where I'm going to park.
Your destination is on the right.
Like, we are going to be having dinners like once in a month. Hey, wait, in case you have not subscribed to the channel, this is a good time to subscribe to the channel. Yes, it is a good time to subscribe to the channel. That's how we would think that snow have gone. We'll be saying we are enjoying no snow, but guys, you can see this thing, snow. We are snow like this. It's not like we are ready to stop being friends. I'm so done with snow. So I just branched at Walmart. I quickly branched at Walmart to get some things, and now I came outside of Walmart. I'm seeing snow. I'm so done. Where's my map? I'll say, where's my map? I'm ready to start going. So guys, I was saying that especially for people that have kids, I think I started that before I left. Especially for people that have kids, there has to be like a deliberate action on deliberate action on deliberate action on taking time out, because the moment kids enter the equation like this.
Take the next right toward Preston Avenue North, then use any lane to turn left onto Preston Avenue North. Use any lane to turn left onto Preston Avenue North.
The moment kids enter the situation, the moment kids enter the equation, taking time out.
3 kilometers.
Taking time out becomes like something that is quite difficult, and also people with kids especially has to be deliberate, like super deliberate about taking time out, or else marriage could just become like something like something that doesn't have meaning, so to say. I pray God helps us that our marriage will not turn to something that does not happen. So like I was saying, in church they were saying that we should be deliberate about doing movie nights. Deliberate about movie nights. It's just like an avenue for you to have like a conversation with your family, with your kids and all that. But beyond kids beyond movie nights with kids, I think couples should plan time out when it's just them. We need to find, because marriages are what determines how a society will be. If marriages are okay, then the society will also be good. And that's why the devil is trying all he can to ensure that the marriage unit is rubbish. It is a rubbish marriage that will bring forth rubbish children, that will bring forth rubbish husbands, and everything starts from the family unit. And the moment we can get our families right, then we are sure of the kinds of kids we are, giving to the society, so to say. We are sure of the kinds of husbands we have. Even we ourselves, we are sure of ourselves. Because the fact remains that if your home is not okay, affects your functionality. We still have come with our English. Don't let me even try to make fun of this moment right now. If you are having issues with your marriage, it will affect all other aspects of your life. It will affect your work. It will affect your mental health. It will affect you. People will look at you and be like, "Are you sick?" No, people will see like the mental stress of not having a peace in the house will affect your physical being. Like, it will look like you are sick when people look at you and they'll be like, "Are you okay? So, like, are you sick?" Because it will affect like everything. So
in 400 meters, turn left onto Low Road.
Instead of looking at your marriage as something like it's a chore, like that woman I was talking about that said that if she's at home, the only thing she'll be doing is house chores. She was happy she was at the program, because if she was not at the program, she'll be at home working, but she'll still get home and do the work. So beyond wanting to japa and all that, we also need to have marriages that does not feel like chores. Marriages that we enjoy doing. We enjoy doing life with the person. And Secret Place Housewife will say at the end of all her posts, like for every post she says work on your marriage and all that, she also says something like is this what I'm supposed to do? I think so. She also says something like what she's talking about is only for people that are in marriages that have sense. So what do I mean by marriages that have sense? Marriages that there's no abuse, there's no like work on your marriage. She's not talking to people that are having that their husbands abuse their wives, are abusing them. She's talking of marriages that both husband and wife are ready to work it out, are ready to ensure that the home unit is okay. That she's talking about marriages that the home unit is okay, that the home unit is fine. Like, okay, there's no abuse. It's not like one person is trying to undermine the other or anything, but it's just like because of one thing or the other, both parties have drifted apart. So like work on your marriage, be deliberate about communicating and all that is all be deliberate about communicating and all that is basically for families that both parties want to like work on the marriage. If only one person is interested in making the marriage work, it's going to be a chore, it's going to be a headache for the other party. But if both parties are ready to ensure that things work out, then it's definitely going to work out. That was why I said earlier that if you are blessed with somebody that is ready to communicate, that is ready to talk to you, then you are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed because such a person, you are able to rub minds together and look on way forward. The person, you communicate with the person, and the person will actually take to like the communication. It's not people that you talk to and the same thing that you're saying, nothing changes, Like if you are blessed with somebody that communicates with you, that both of you communicate, then it makes things easier and better. As much as people are not in abusive relationships, it should also be relationships, marriages that we enjoy, right? The enjoyment in the relationship should not just be when we were courting or dating. It should also extend into the home. And the thing is, however the situation is in our marriages, kinds of sends a message to the kids on how their own marriage should also look like. So if you want your children to have good marriages, then you also need to work on ensuring that you have a good marriage with your husband. It kind of mirror, because that's what they are used to, that's what they know, and that's the same thing they want to replicate because they don't know any other thing. Having a good marriage with your husband is also like making a decision to also help your kids to have a good marriage, because it is what you model for them. It is what you model for them that they will also, be ready to be ready to do when they also get married. I pray God helps us that we'll have good marriages, we will enjoy our marriage. Marriage is to be enjoyed and not to be endured. It's not only something we say like with our mouth. It's something we have to be deliberate about, like something we have to take action and do something about. I pray God helps us. So today is marriage talk. I hope you got something from today's video. I hope as a result of today's video, you are making a decision to enjoy your marriage and do something about enjoying the marriage. Yeah? Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching to this point. Thanks for watching. Till we meet in the next video, have a beautiful life. In case you have not subscribed to the channel, this is a good time to click on the subscribe button. Thank you, guys. Bye.